Hi and welcome to this Simply PR on Events screencast on how to add a menu item to your website. In a previous screencast we've seen how to create a new web page article, and in this one we're going to link to that article from our menu so that visitors to our website will be able to actually click on the menu item and view the contents of the web page. As ever, we're using the Joomla content management system. As you can see here, we've already logged in, and as we want to work in the menus, well, we need to go up to the menu option up here in the main navigation. Now, as this is our demo website, you'll find we've got several different menus, and each of these may appear in a different location or even a different page of your website. But for all websites, they will always have this main menu. Many sites will in fact just have one single menu here that you will see, so don't be too concerned if on your own website you only have this option. We're going to click on main menu, as that's where we're going to add our new menu item to. And when we go into the menu item manager, you'll see here, much like the article manager we looked at previously, we have here a list of all the current menu items we can see. And you can see sometimes you may see this kind of drop down right lines here. This is just indicating that this is a sub menu of this one. And you'll find in the menus you can have as many sub menus down as you want to. But please note that will only work if your website has been coded to do so. Many Simply PR on Events websites are fairly basic, and we keep them very simply structured. And again, if you only have 5 or 6 pages on your site, there really is no need to have lots and lots of drop downs keep coming up. So you may just see a simple list here, and if so, don't worry too much about these drop down submenus, but just to know you can add them if you wish. Now we're going to go over here to the right hand side and click on the new option, and that will just allow us to create a new menu item. And you see here we have a list of types of menus we can add. Well, for us, we're just going to keep it very simple and stick to this article one. You'll notice here then we have several other options with different types of article menu link you can include. Well, again, to try and keep it as simple as possible and ignore a lot of this, we're going to choose this option here, article layout. And that just tells the Joomla content management system that we're going to create a basic menu item with the article type linking to a web page article. So one click on that, and we can then input the details about our new menu item. First things first here is the title, and I'm going to call it advertising, which is exactly the same as the actual page name we created earlier and the one we're going to link to in a moment. But of course this might be something different. You might have a shortened menu item name and a much longer web page name. It's entirely up to you what you want to place here. Obviously it needs to be something short and descriptive that someone can click on and quickly understand what page content they're going to be viewing. The alias can be left blank. Joomla will fill that in for you. And the link here again is all automatically included for you, so no need to change anything here. Display in, well again this just gives you a choice of which menu to put your menu item in. We already selected that of course when we came in initially. And you then get the option called parent item. And again, I mentioned a moment ago, if you want to, and if your website is coded to do so, you can include sub-menus. So if you wanted this advertising menu item to appear under web links, for example, you would choose web links as the parent item. In our case, this is going to be a fairly simple website, so we're just going to have this advertising menu item at the very top level along the main website. Published, yes or no? Well, yeah, you want it published. If you want to quickly take a menu item offline, well, you can just unselect this and choose no. Again, access levels, don't worry too much about any of this. This is all very much public. You want everyone to be able to view your menu item. Again, with the content management system we use, you can do much more complicated features, but for now, keep it public. Likewise on this one, make sure you leave the first option selected. Over to the right hand side, we've then got the important option of selecting which web page article we're going to have our menu item linking to. So in this case, you just want to press the select button, and you'll then see this little pop-up come up, and you can then see a list of all the articles, all your web pages that are currently available in the article manager that we looked at before. Top of the list is the one we created previously. As I said, it's called advertising. We're just going to select that, and if we press save, our menu item has been created. And you can see here it's been put to the bottom of the list. Now what we're going to do, just to see how this looks, we can now go to our live website, and in my case I haven't already got it open, so I'm just going to go to this preview button, and I can then see here's our main menu on our demo website, and at the bottom of here is our advertising page. If I click on that, well, we'll then see the page that we created before. I don't like it here though, so I'm going to move its position. Rather than at the bottom of the list, perhaps I'd like it nearer the top. So if I just flip tabs and go back to the content management system, it's very easy to move things, several different ways in fact. You can either use these arrows to move it up, or as you'll see here, you've got an ordering system, a numbering order. So at the moment it's number 8, so if perhaps we want to move it to position number 3 or 4, we can just simply click the little save icon after changing the numbers, and it will automatically change it accordingly. It might help if I actually press the right one, press number 3 there, and then you can see advertising gets pulled up, and it didn't go to number 3 because 3 was already completed, so it's gone to the next available option, number 4, and moved the rest of them down. And again, if we just go to our live website, and if we just refresh, we will now see advertising has now moved up. So you can very easily move things around and restructure your menu site and navigation whenever you want to. And just a quick filler here as well, just before we finish. As I said briefly while we were setting it up, if you do have a menu item on your live website that you quickly want to remove, perhaps the content has become a bit old and needs to be updated, or perhaps it's just no longer relevant, well, rather than deleting everything, in case you come back to it later, you can just quickly click on the tick and it removes it and makes it no longer visible in the menu. Okay, advertising is now gone. And of course, once you've updated the content on the web page, you can just quickly tick it back on again, and once again a refresh puts it back. So the menus are very flexible, and you can do a lot with them very easily. But for today, that concludes this screencast. Hope you found it useful, and please check out the other screencasts at our support centre at simplypronevents.co.uk.